the Mekong is basically seeding the South China Sea. There's a lot of organic material that comes out of it, a lot of nutrients which outflow into the South China Sea. And obviously those nutrients drive a lot of the ecosystems.
Processes on land propagate out through the river and the plume into the coastal and offshore ocean and affect both the chemical processes and the biological processes out there.
The Mekong is changing extremely rapidly right in front of our eyes right now, and that makes it a fascinating river to study. But not only that, but we also need the baseline.
We're working on a fundamental level to try to understand how these connections work, perhaps to support, perhaps to promote some of the fisheries that we see being exploited out here.
The element of the fisheries around us, the drill rigs and stuff like that, makes it a bit more challenging than usual. There always is already somebody with his net where we want to go, and we have to be extra careful when we put our own equipment in the water. It makes it different to what we do, and it's more fun.
Two weeks is a long time to be stuck with people you don't enjoy. It's extremely important that we have people on board ship that can get along, that can cooperate, that can work together.
The working atmosphere on board can hardly be better. The science party is great, so we are a wonderful group helping each other. But also we have received tremendous support from the crew. And what amazed me most is the serious interest of all of the crew in what we do and to understand the science we are doing here. So this has been most wonderful.
We've been fortunate, but it's not just fortunate, because there really is strong selection in the kind of person that goes to sea, the kind of person that can thrive in this environment.
We're all still driven by the same thing, to understand the planet and the ocean, so it doesn't get thin. Every day is different, every day is a challenge, every day is good.
These are fascinating waters. So did I find anything interesting or unexpected? Almost every day. You walk into these things thinking you know something, you make up a framework that you work out of, and then every day you revise because you find something unexpected.
It never really gets old, because every time we drop the rosette, we're seeing a new part of the ocean that we've never sampled before.
We have been very, very lucky with what we found. We have seen all the phytoplankton communities we were looking for, but they were also present at different places where we haven't expected them.
A lot of variability, probably even more than I expected given the season.
Every day is different, the water's different, the light's different, the weather's different, the science is different, and the people are different.
I'm convinced we have samples that will let us tease apart many of these processes and their impact both on the biology and on the chemistry of this part of the ocean. So I'm very excited about it. I was personally surprised by the intensity of the interactions.
We will have the great story to tell scientists over the world about this unique system.
We will now finally be able to look at the exchange of nitrogen and carbon between cells in the phytoplankton community. And this is great, and this is very novel.